Just looking back on Simeon and how he did, and his readiness for coming in on a short week against obviously a really good defense.
Yeah, Trev did some nice things in the game, and he's got so much playtime under his belt. It was great just to have conversation with him and his recognition that he could have even done better. And so obviously it is a short week, but he'll prepare the way he needs to.
Joe Flacco said that you guys never called him kind of in the beginning of the season when Aaron went down. What was the thought process behind not bringing him back, especially with the familiarity there?
Like we said, we love Joe first and foremost. Obviously, he spent a couple of years with him. Love him. Love the way he prepares. Really pumped for him and the success he's having. But it's just a decision we made in terms of the quarterback room and the way we developed it over the course of OTAs and training camp. And it was just a decision we made.
Was he in the conversation at all when you were pivoting from Aaron between you and Joe?
Yeah, there's always going to be discussions. There was a bunch of guys that we talked about.
I mean, was he specifically part of that conversation, or was that just not a fit in you guys?
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to speak for Joe D on this one, but yeah, Joe Flacco has a soft spot with all of us.
Robert, obviously it's hindsight, but when you look at the way Joe has performed and obviously come off the couch, so to speak, is there any regret that maybe you didn't take a closer look at that and, because, the fact that he's been in here and knows this place, even though it's not Hack's system?
No, never regret, because like I said, you always go into things with what you hope being a sound decision. The biggest thing is to reflect upon those decisions and to see what we could have done better as a coaching staff, as an organization. But every decision we make feel like it comes with deep thought and logic, and but no, there's no regret there.
With Elijah Moore, there was so much excitement here when you guys drafted him in that first summer. Why do you think it didn't work out here?
Probably another conversation for another day, but again, I'm pumped for him too. He's over there and doing a lot of really nice things, and he's been getting the jet sweeps. He's lining up at the running back position. He's been effective as a receiver, and knock on wood for him, he's been healthy, and but he's been doing a nice job.
After watching the tape of Sunday's game, what were kind of major takeaways for you guys on offense?
Yeah, I think when it was good, and we had a good rhythm there in the first half. Obviously had some short fields, but just like everybody else, we're just trying to find that consistency and kind of stay in that flow. And if we do that, we got a chance.
Trevor, you've been around a lot of running backs, played with a lot of guys. What was Reese's performance like from your point of view?
Yeah, he's awesome. He's one of the better players in the league. I think he'll only get better too. I think, he makes some unbelievable plays. He can catch the ball like a receiver. There's nothing he can't do.
That goal line spin move.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy. I haven't seen anything like that, but he's awesome, man. He's every once in a while you play with some guys. Garrett's another one of those guys you watch him play, and like something happens, you're like, man, how did that happen, or how did he do that? Special.
What's it like with those two, Trevor? From where we sit, it's easy. Right? You're looking down and going, just get the ball to Garrett, get the ball to Brees. And sometimes this year it's been tough to do that. As a quarterback, is that in your mind, like to try to get those guys the ball, or is it not that simple?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, there's sometimes you tell yourself it's not that hard. Just find those guys and get them the ball. But obviously, you got to play the game and things happen, and sometimes they're taken away or the play doesn't call for them getting the ball. So it's a combination, but certainly good things happen when those two guys touch the ball.
The defense is highly ranked in every category, pretty much. What are some of the main challenges that you have to be aware of?
Across the board. I mean, the front's great. Good versus the run, good versus the pass, and then they're sticky in the back end. So they played their scheme really well coached, obviously, and it's a great challenge for us. So we got plenty to look at over the next day or so, but we'll be ready to roll.